As the most common part of modern decoration, murals are highly popular in the market, and more artists and institutions are investing in the mural industry. However, as a result, more and more infringement cases are gradually emerging, and the mural market is in full swing. In the 20th century, the building industry is developed, and the building decoration is more and more common. With the development of diversification and individuation of modern social life and the change of people's aesthetic concepts, people pay more and more attention to the indoor environment and living experience. But the finished buildings show simple and monotonous solid color layout. In view of this phenomenon, decorative murals have become an important element to improve the indoor environment and pattern. The vitality of murals lies in its epochal and public nature. It is a symbol of the zeitgeist and civilization, and also an intuitive expression of Chinese style. The creation of murals is not only the creation or commission of units or individuals, but also related to the image of urban culture. It has the nature of public art. It can not only give people a relaxed and happy feeling of spiritual impact and enjoyment, but also help mural providers capture the market and continue to bring economic benefits. At the same time, decorative murals are more affordable and convenient compared to traditional murals. Regardless of the size of the murals, they can be extensively replicated using existing techniques. The commercialization of existing designs is not difficult, but the plaintiff's originality is required during the trial, which invisibly creates difficulties in protecting the rights of decorative murals. In practice, most practitioners in the mural industry register murals as artworks, with few individuals or units filing patent applications. The strict judicial standards for originality examination in artworks have led to difficulties in safeguarding rights, which has led to an increasingly rampant infringement of decorative murals. The majority of practitioners in the mural industry register murals as artworks, such as 596 in Shanghai and 279 in Jiangsu province. By using the keywords decorative murals and exterior design for patent search, a total of 146 patents can be retrieved, which is relatively rare compared to the number of registered artworks. Whether it is the registration of artworks or the application for design patents, the majority of applicants are enterprises and institutions, and there are few cases where individuals are the main body. This indicates that decorative murals have formed industrialization, and there are more and more production enterprises engaged in this industry. Protecting artworks has long been an inherent limitation of traditional thinking. In fact, as a commodity for circulation, it can be considered to use design patents as the basis of rights in order to obtain higher judgments and greater deterrence. On the surface, the protection of copyright in artworks has more advantages, as it is easier to obtain certificates for artworks and the protection period is longer. Artworks enjoy copyright from the date of completion, and can obtain a copyright certificate within either months. However, the protection period is long, and natural persons can extend it to 50 years after death. The authorization period for design patent applications is relatively long, usually 6 months, and the protection period is only 15 years, which cannot be renewed. However, in practice, design patents have stronger protection and are more suitable for products that pursue market interests, Artworks protect the work itself and do not protect content related to visual effects such as conception and layout. They also require higher originality and require creators to possess strong artistic aesthetic literacy. Design patterns protect the commercial value inherent in the product's appearance, placing greater emphasis on the overall visual impact on product selection. They do not require aesthetic appeal in the design content, but only require inconsistency with existing technology or a combination of existing technologies. This inherent requirement leads to a higher success rate and higher compensation amount in design patent cases in judicial practice. Of course, design patents also have their limitations, such as having to target specific fields, and using this patent in other fields such as tools goes beyond the scope of patent protection. However, for production enterprises that industrialize decorative murals and primarily benefit from commodity circulation, appearance design patents that can better protect the value of goods are clearly more suitable. Undoubtedly, a work can be protected by both a design patent and an artwork, and applying for it simultaneously can not only protect the mural itself, but also achieve a wider range and greater degree of protection through patents. The possibility of successful rights protection and the strength of claims can also be higher, and the scope of protection will no longer be limited to its own content, but will fully utilize its commercial value, realize linkage and sharing across multiple fields, bringing higher economic benefits. However, by carefully observing the frequent infringement phenomena and practices in the mural industry, it can be found that there are still many problems in the mural industry. From the existing cases, although there are many infringement cases of decorative murals, the success rate of lawsuits filed based on design patents is significantly higher, and the plaintiff receives significantly more compensation, such as the plaintiff Rosicon, who has a large number of cases. Looking at these cases, it can be found that the courts have strict standards for determining infringement when trying cases of infringement of artworks. Only when the accused infringing work is basically the same as the infringing work as a whole can it constitute substantive similarity. When the court hears a case, it is necessary to first exclude common elements from the public domain and require that the composition style, character background, character patterns, and decorative details be basically consistent, such as the flowing direction of the ribbon, in order to determine infringement by changing the composition ratio, the number of flowers and butterflies, the shape of branches, the distribution of leaves, and the combination of various elements. The accused product falls outside the protection scope of the artwork, and it can be determined that there are differences in the overall visual effect, each with a certain degree of originality, which does not constitute a substantive similarity, nor does it constitute infringement of the work. The difficulty of identifying infringement of design patents is relatively low in the case where the accused infringing product and the plaintiff's patented design product belong to the same category. As long as there is no significant difference or mirror image in the main design features between the accused infringing product and the plaintiff's patented design, and there is no difference in the overall visual effect, it constitutes the same appearance, and the work falls within the scope of protection of the design patent right, because ordinary consumers usually purchase the accused infringing product as a whole group, based on the principles of overall observation and comprehensive judgment. The accused infringing appearance and the plaintiff's patented design can easily confuse the ordinary consumers verbally and mistakenly believe that it is a patented design product, which constitutes infringement. Decorative mural producers can give priority to applying for a design patent for decorative murals and register works that truly possess strong artistic beauty and originality as artworks at the same time. The difficulty and innovation level of patent authorization for decorative murals are low, and they have a wide range of commercial channels, which are mostly easy to replicate and widely produced. The perfectly matched characteristics of appearance design patents not only can expand profits, recover costs, but also reduce the losses caused by damaged works. Decorative mural sellers should pay attention to the legitimate source of the goods. Although the merchant does not have the professional knowledge to identify novelty and originality, they should pay attention to retaining the evidence of the transaction process. And it is best to choose a legitimate enterprise with a self-innovative spirit to cooperate, as long as the legal proof of legal sources is met. The liability for infringement that needs to be borne is very small. At the same time, even if the legitimate source defense of the accused infringer cannot be established, it can indicate that the accused infringing design was not obtained intentionally, thereby reducing the amount of compensation for oneself when the court measures the compensation amount. Finally, we need to actively carry out rights protection. The phenomenon of infringement in the mural industry is rampant, but the number of infringement cases is very few. The fundamental reason for the proliferation of infringement is the lack of active and inappropriate protection of rights. Protecting rights is not only of positive significance to the market itself and other industries, but also an opportunity to give full play to economic value, tap potential cooperative markets and consumer markets. It is also the best way to highlight the sovereign status and expand the popularity and influence of decorative murals. The overall thinking of the mural industry has not yet changed, with frequent infringement and lack of active rights protection. The earlier mural practitioners changed their concepts. The greater the benefits they will gain only through the joint efforts of the majority of decorative mural practitioners can the chaotic scene of the mural market be fundamentally changed. The mural industry in China has a tight market and great market prospects. Decorative mural practitioners should seize this great opportunity, change their minds, actively contribute to all aspects of creation, application, and rights protection, reduce infringement, and purify the consumer market.